would you do if you were just cruising around on your rented scooter on an exotic island and by sheer chance, after taking an unplanned left turn, you stumble upon 3 abandoned, about 4 weeks old helpless little puppies in the thick of the jungle? Whimpering for joy when realizing they've just been most likely saved by you, whilst literally licking your feet in gratitude. When abandoned so cruelly and heartlessly in this manner, most likely to die of exposure, or maybe even be devoured by beasts of prey in the deep woods in the dead of night. So, what would you do? Well, here is the story of what we did. It was our last day in Bali after a 10-day layover between Australia, where we had spent 3 months performing, and Europe, the continent in which we currently reside in. An ultimate pleasure and a must-do activity in Bali is renting a scooter and just cruise around aimlessly in search of little adventures in the newly discovered, unexplored, and exotic part of the island. We had been driving for a few hours, just following a straight road to feel, smell, and absorb the non-touristy side of Bali, or more specifically the outskirts of Ubud. We just followed the main road mainly, when all of a sudden I had this urge of just taking a left turn on a pathway which seemed to lead to nowhere in particular, but into the thick of the jungle. We drove about not even more than 3 minutes when both our eyes noticed this quite unusual sight. 3 clearly abandoned puppies. One of them had fallen into a ditch on the side of the road with no possibility of ever saving itself from this precarious position it found itself in.
So we found these puppies. You see 2 of them now. 1 more in the back, in the middle of a jungle. It's the part you saw before. And we're bringing it to an animal shelter in Ubud. We asked around, and nobody knew anything of it. It just said, in Bahasa, of course. Which probably meant just take them away. So they're between us now. We're holding them between us on the scooter. Keeps them nice and warm until we get to the shelter. I hope we can find a proper shelter for them. Look at them. Hey.
There's another one.
There's the other one. They're all sleeping now. They're all very sleeping. And number 3 is here. Well, he's under. The 3rd one is under. Sweet, huh? But it's a bit sad though, because they lost their mother. 3 lost their mother. So let's take them in. Let's go.
So off we drove back into Ubud town into the city center in search of the animal shelter, which, according to Google Maps, was not even more than 500 meters away from our Airbnb. Small world, after all.
Boleh nggak Mbak sini saya kasih kasih ini lagi yang di itu masih ada dua. If we help you to call the ambulance will say no because but maybe if you go there directly and just not tell them that. Here.
Very hungry. Very, very hungry.
Looks like they are being done just like a few hours or something because they still look good at health. Where are you guys from?
Netherlands and Poland.
Oh, Netherlands and Poland. This is your first time in Bali?
Yeah.
This is the situation that we still face right now. Like the stray dogs, like so many people just think they are not an animals, they're not happy. Yeah, they just throwing and abandon their puppies, especially if they are the females one. It's sad.
They used to do with humans as well. A few thousand years ago, they would abandon just girls.
Yes.
And let them die of exposure or something. Starving three little lady puppies.
Oh, you hungry?
Very sweet, huh?
Yeah. It's finished. Biscuit, that's all.
Gesundheit.
Okay, it's yours. Where is mine?
Hello,
Share with my
one-eyed
sister.
dog.
Where is mine?
So, our tribulations were far from over. We had to drive again into the night, find the animal shelter headquarters, and drop off the 3 puppies over there.
See, this is paradise, Bali. Doesn't it look like paradise? Feels like paradise. Just a bit warmer. The mosquitoes make you realize you're still on Earth. So the epilogue of the 3 puppy story is not the happiest one. It's not so sad, but it's not the happiest one. We ended up bringing the puppies into a bigger shelter, which you couldn't film at last because it was really dark over there to begin with. It was full of puppies, barking, squeaking. So they were being really difficult about it. They wanted me or us to bring it to a clinic and vaccinate it, maybe, whatever it was. And we're flying tomorrow, so that was an impossibility. So we ended up bribing them a bit. We gave them some money, and they took the 3 puppies in after all. After I had a long, unpleasant chat with the coordinator of that bigger animal shelter in Ubud. And that's pretty much the end of the story. We left the puppies there. They were left in a cage. And I went back to complain at the other office, the first one, the one you saw in the scene before. That's pretty much the story about the 3 puppies. I think they will survive. I think everything will be okay because the dogs are well treated on this island. So just know that I think it will all be good in the end. It's a semi-happy ending. Isn't it wonderful? See, it's again another boring cliche. All good. That's good. Thank you. And do not forget to subscribe.
Yeah, so won't you listen to what the man said subscribe, and smash that notification button for more videos and information, y'all. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.